Hello, welcome to today's class. This is our first lesson in this course, and so we'll be taking an introduction to oceanography. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to define oceanography, explain the different branches of oceanography, and tell why we study oceanography. Definition of oceanography. Oceanography is the study of the world's oceans. It is a branch of science that studies all facets of oceans and seas, including their physical and chemical characteristics, their geological history, and the organisms that live there. There are 4 branches of oceanography, namely physical, chemical, geological, and biological. We'll be looking at the branches of oceanography one after the other. Physical oceanography. Physical oceanography is the study of the physical characteristics of seawater. Physical characteristics here include temperature, pressure, density, and all other features that you can feel or could even see. It involves the study of the production of sea ice. It involves the study of the movement of water. Movement of waters includes currents, ocean currents. Water could also move in form of waves and tides. It then involves the study of the interactions between water and the atmosphere. Another branch of oceanography is the chemical oceanography, which is the study of the chemical makeup of seawater and the biogeochemical processes that influence it. We also have the geological oceanography, which focuses on the composition, characteristics, and development of ocean basins. Let me give a little explanation to this. The ocean actually is a body of water, is a vast body of water that sits on a container, sits on what is called a basin. This basin is like a container that comes in different shapes. So basically, the geological oceanography helps us to discover the composition, the nature, the characteristics, and the development of these basins. So the different oceans that we have, the Pacific, the Atlantic, the Indian, the Arctic, and the Southern Ocean or the Antarctic Ocean, all sits on a basin which comes in different shapes. Geological oceanography helps us to study that. We also have the biological oceanography, which is a study of marine life, including plants and animals, as well as the interactions with the aquatic environment, including their life cycles and food production. So biological oceanography basically looks at the life in the ocean. And this life is not just the animal life, plant life inclusive. And because these plants and animals live in the ocean, so it's also important to study their interactions with the environment, with the waters. Also important to look at their life cycles and their survival, arising from food production in the system. Why do we study oceanography? Seawater marine life are sampled for in-depth analysis as part of oceanographic research, and the seafloor is investigated using deep-sea drilling and seismic profiling of the submerged terrestrial crust. One major reason why we study oceanography is for research purpose. helps us to have an understanding of the marine life, an understanding of the seawater. And it is this study, via research, analysis, and the rest of them, that we are able to have a clear picture of what the ocean water, the seawater looks like, and the life in the ocean. Another reason is it gives us a deeper understanding of the oceans, which allows scientists to predict long-term weather patterns and climatic changes with more accuracy. So with the study of oceanography, it's possible to make predictions, weather predictions, climatic changes with more accuracy. It also makes it possible to use the planet's resources more effectively. Finally, oceanography is essential for understanding how pollutants affect ocean waters, as well as for preserving ocean waters in the face of growing human needs. That is where we stop today. In our next class, we'll be looking at the oceans of the world. We'll be looking at the different oceans of the world. Thank you. See you in our next class.